Hello ladies and gentlemen, we have got the Rocket League Grand Finals of the RLCS in Copenhagen, and here we do go. We've got two teams. We've got Karmine versus Spacestation in this best of 7. Let's get right into it. Obviously, Karmine are the favourites to win in here. A shot straight off, but just goes wide, and statistically here, Karmine is here for the win. And what a start, the momentum flowing. Shifting into the aggressive gears in the first 9 seconds. And what a start we do have. In case you are just joining, thank you for the likes. I do appreciate it very much. And we are live on TikTok as of the recording of this. Yeah, as it stands, Karmine are the favourites to be winning this. I do believe this is live as watching. He's got a towel, going for a shot there, just a little bit wide. And yeah, from what we know, there's been a couple of switches around with the teams. But we've got Chronic, Diaz and Reveal for Space Station. A couple of switches, obviously had Scribbles last season, there's Kofa on Space Station. And obviously there's only one change for Karmine. Obviously you've got Drali replacing, or being replaced for Juicy. Charlie making his way to Falcons. And who do I want to win personally? I probably want, realistically, actually Karmine. Normally they're not my favourite team, but at the end of the day, they are a European team. And I do like their strive to win. But yeah, let's see how it does go. And yeah, I believe that the other team is American anyway, so yeah, who wants Americans to win unless it's NRG realistically? All you're American. Another shot there. And so far so good for Karmine. Going for a double tap there, almost in, just wide, and what a shot by Chronic. And does it stand? It does stand, there could be another goal that just goes wide. Feeling good about this match, feeling good. It's been a long day. But definitely a long series to come. And 2 minutes into the game as it stands. Could get a 50-50 there. Could be a shot. Will it be in? No, it won't. And just wide again. Nice shot there for Diaz. But no. Gives away possession. Another demo. Here it comes for Reveal. We're going a bit high there. Can't quite see the whole screen here. We need to, there we go. That could be another shot here, just go wide. And yeah, so far I think Karmine are generally a lot more aggressive team. They definitely were going for every opportunity the other day. They did win the EU Open for Copenhagen, but this is not the EU one anymore. This is literally playing against the whole world, so this will be a battle not just within region, but across region too. And the 50-50 does go Vatira's way. Vatira with open, but saved again. Another shot there. It could be open there. It's on target, but what save again by Reveal. And Chronic, Reveal getting saves left, right, and centre. And when am I next playing Rocket League? I was playing a couple actually today myself, but probably later on tonight, for anyone watching on TikTok. Going live about 10:30 PM. And 50-50 there. Will be in there. Could get a touch, but a towel does save. Does get a reset, goes again, but it could get a double tap. Just goes wide. It could get another touch there, but no, again wide. Karmine, it could be the third time lucky. Yes, it can. And Vatira does it, and could that just be the first game sealed? Still a minute left. Definitely not something you can sleep on just yet. Yeah, Vatira looking very excited about that goal going into the net. Here comes Diaz. Bumped away. We get another shot there. It could be in. Will it be in? No, just wide. No one's there to finish. And here comes the tower again. Can he do so? No, he can't. 50 on the ball. Get on the backboard, but no. Spacestation are showing moments of brilliance in the defensive side of things, but definitely a few slip-ups here and there, especially with Karmine's almighty momentum. Is one way to put it. Lando indeed, for anyone who's watching today as well. A little bit off topic, but Lando Norris, one of our own from England, did win the F1 World Championship today. Did win the Drivers' Championship, so did McLaren. Oh, actually no, I believe that Red Bull won the Constructors, but good performance for them. And if we do go, it is a Karmine Court win. And a big win for them indeed. But still 3 more at least games to be played. So nothing to sleep on just yet. And obviously extra former world champion for their coach. And definitely struggling with the... I mean, that's all you can really say on the screen there. It sort of says it for itself, but... maybe having other struggling options there. When are the next RLCS decals on the game, or do we not know? I'm not entirely sure. I know there is Parc de Paris, obviously, for the RLCS being hosted in Paris next May. There will be some items available on offer, which is really interesting to see. We'll probably find a bit more about that very shortly. And in case you are just joining, make sure you get some likes in the stream. Get 1,000 likes. We're currently on about 500 likes. I do appreciate that very much. But it is Spacestation versus Karmine. North America versus Europe. Glory versus New Talent. Or Experience versus New Talent. Obviously, we've got Reveal, who is, I believe, about 16 or 17. Potentially, maybe even 18. Compete for America, and talking of Reveal, first one to do it on the board. Getting the assist from Chronic. Chronic, a former teammate of the English legend, apparently Jack. And obviously sided with Diaz as well. Diaz, a Brazilian professional, particularly known for his 1v1 performance, and what a start here for Spacestation. Exhilarating performance here from them, and it's what you really need, as Karmine are sure to have a massive amount of momentum coming Spacestation's way. On the other side, we do have Vatira, obviously an experienced LAN legend, obviously getting his first LAN win in London back in 2022. I was very lucky to be actually attending that event alongside Rise, who's also competing under Gen G now, and Joyo, who is playing under DK. I don't think DK... actually, I think they did make this event. I didn't quite look at all the stats for this event, but obviously you've got Juicy joining Karmine Corp as well. Previously was on Gentlemates, and talking of a French force, obviously Gentlemates, Karmine Corp, the lot of them, they do like to score their goals, and Vatira, the leading Frenchman of the team, gets the first in there. And Vatira on quote saying about how he's old. I mean, he's what? I think Vatira's about 19 and saying he's old, but he's still getting the goals. He's still getting the goals. And personally, I wouldn't say 19 is the oldest age for a Rocket League player. I believe that if anyone did not know, but the average age for a Rocket League player is normally about 20. And the average retiring age is about 23 or so. So I believe the oldest person in this lobby right now is actually, they're all younger than me from what I know. But I believe the oldest could be Chronic, who is, I believe, around 20. But yeah, fairly young lobby all these people are. What a shot there. Just wide. But we've also got Juicy, I think he is 20 or 21 as well. Yeah, relatively younger lobby here. No one of significant age, you could say. Another shot there, 2-1 still. A lot of physicality showing again. Do appreciate the likes very much. Hello. How are we doing? Thank you for the gifts, thank you for the likes, chat. We're watching the grand finals of the best Rocket League players in the world, hosted at Copenhagen in Denmark. Just in case you have just joined the stream, or you do want a little reminder. Another shot here, Karmine looking for an equaliser. Obviously one of the best teams in Rocket League, a little bit like the Man City of football, or the McLaren, or Red Bull, however you want to say, of F1. Or the France of football as well. There's obviously just trying to think as many things I can compare it to, or the Magnus Carlsen of chess. So many things to compare to, but definitely Vatira will want to be comparing his goal tally to probably some of the world records that do stand, because he's definitely got a few goals to his name here. A Tau looking to add 2, but did saved out, and Spacestation again did say last game, showing a few moments of brilliance here and there, looking to show another save, and they do so. Another save after save. And the trampoline effect in defense, just bouncing out to and from. But it's not just enough, it does fall through this time. And just plays right through it. Tau, that first man getting the demo. And Vatira right there, almost forcing a Tau into the demo. And the sheer momentum, pressure. It's kind of hard to not perform at a high standard at this level. In this moment. In this reality that could be real for Juicy. Gets the reset, but just wide again. And Spacestation slipping at times. I mean, 2-0 up to 3-2 down. Tries to go again here, but Juicy and co just throwing themselves into the net. Into the players, I should say. Diaz. Not really making anything out of that. Almost forces it in, but the amount of saves that Spacestation must be getting right now is honestly... It's too many. It's too many. It's the only one I can think of right now, but it is numerous. It is exaggerated. It is consequential. What's your favourite RLCS team? I'd have to say, in terms of professionalism, in terms of the sheer... What's the word where, what is it, countries? Patriotic for their country as well, especially for the French players. They are very professional, very patriotic, very confident with their players. I'd have to say Karmine Corp right now. Well, in terms of favourite, I wouldn't say they're my favourite as in, like, I like them personally, but you have got to respect their effort. But their effort maybe isn't top tier right now. A few nicks and crannies just sort of appearing as it does get another equaliser here for Spacestation. But my favourite team probably right now has got to be... Good question, actually. NRG maybe. And I quite do like GK. I find these days it's kind of hard sometimes to have a specific favourite team. Purely because obviously you've got teams changing even every month for some teams. So there's only a few teams that generally do stick together long term. So definitely a tricky one. But 3-3. And Spacestation, if they do get this one, this will be a very big one for them. I do feel like if they do let in this one, definitely break that momentum and make it a lot more difficult to surge a comeback in the making. Vatira keeping the 50-50. Could be a chance again. No one's there. Juicy holding back just a little bit there. looking for another 50-50. Is someone going to go there? No, they're not. They're holding back a bit, Karmine Corp now. I think they're just trying to force them to make a mistake, but Spacestation do not fall down. They hold. And Juicy, overwhelmed on the back post, and forces forward and leaves it open, and Diaz punishes. And definitely not the best situation for Karmine Corp, but it's not the end of the world for them. It's only one game, it's 1-1, and they are down. Well, they're not down, they're actually 1-1, but they have down that game, but they're not out. And for some reason here, it is glitching out a little bit. I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but we are right back, and obviously Diaz getting the MVP for that game. I'm not entirely sure what's happening this second, guys. There's a bit of blurry moments here. Here we go. We're in the highlight reels, obviously, so obviously a few aggressive plays here. It's very fluid the way Karmine play. They've always got 3 players sort of in the mix, but at the same time, Spacestation, amazing comeback. Did you go to the Brighton vs West Ham? I was in Brighton today, but I did not go to the match. I did watch the match though. It was a very interesting one. I was very busy at Brighton after the game post-match. Karmine Corp definitely won't be too happy about that. However, it will be a definite breakthrough for the team of Spacestation. Definitely looking to rocket up into Game 3 to achieve a Game 3, but Karmine Corp definitely will be gravitating their way to a win where possible. Another shot there. Will it be straight in? No, it won't. Turning on engines. Karmine Corp will be almost went for a misflip there, but Reveal managed to turn it into a recovery. Gets a reset. Chronic go for 50-50. A few demos here and there. And cut in there, but Chronic can't quite cut in again. Well, can he? Does get a pass there, but I'm sure Karmine Corp will have a lot to say, especially after conceding that last goal. And here we do go for another shot here. Atau will be first man there. What's he going to do with it? Does go wide. Juicy getting a bit pushed under pressure there. We've seen a couple of breaks, some pressure there, and it has done. And Chronic finds the first, and a couple of times here we do see Juicy sort of being forced onto that board and just leaves the back post, and Vatira, I think, sort of expected Juicy to be there. And ultimately, slightly misflip, but it's only one goal. Still got time here. And here comes Vatira again. And a shot for the board. And Karmine Corp, we do see them sometimes playing just a bit more back, trying to get them to overcommit a little bit. Boo, boo, boo. But the question is, who are we booing? Karmine Corp is normally the team that does get booed the most, because, especially at LANs, their fan base does like to project themselves, I'll just say that. But ultimately, there's no crowds here right now. It is just their coach, their confidence, and their creativity. Another touch. Oh, what a fake there by Reveal. A few challenges and ball control opportunities here for Karmine Corp. Could get another double there. Juicy. Another shot for the mid, but saved again in Spacestation. This time, I think they do know, they are aware, they do comprehend their defensive ability. I think it is more just about will it work on the day. They definitely do have the potential to have absolute monumental saving ability. The question is though, will it be able to hold? Will it perform to their liking on the day? They definitely do have potential for it. But in Rocket League, obviously a situational game. And live in the moment. Unexpected things occurring. But definitely Juicy, unexpectedly for Spacestation, is now saving, especially on that back post before he wasn't. So definitely is tightening up, getting more warmed up and covering those gaps that he did miss maybe once or twice there. Lovely 50-50, and Juicy definitely showing improvement, showing potential. Towel touch there. And some say that obviously Karmine got a bit weaker after the addition of Juicy, but ultimately is showing why he's here, getting those saves, playing good on the first man, gets the flick there, just a bit wide. Another shot here, Tao with a shot here, can he do so? No, he can't. Here comes Diaz with the open net, can he do it? But no, Juicy's there. And now Juicy with the cut, but no. The aggression now from Reveal. And Chronic with another touch there. Pass to a Tao. A Tao, another touch here, goes for a 50-50, no he can't. And Spacestation pushing and pushing. Just trying to find another gap from the Corp. They've done so once. Can they do it again? No. Could get another pass. It's another pass to this open net. It's 1-1. All tied up. A Tao finds it. A pass in play there. Diaz a couple times now, I think. Sort of getting some unwarranted passes, you could say. 50 seconds left. And close is probably an understatement. Vatira, reset, goes over one. Gets a little pop maybe, but no, the 50-50 goes in the favour of Chronic. Another 50-50 here. Not quite what he's looking for. Vatira. Juicy. That's Chronic as first man, gets a challenge, but goes wide. Reveal, trying to control. But no, Juicy probably playing back here as third man. It seems like Juicy playing more third man. We're seeing Vatira and Tao up a lot. Definitely that tag team duo. Chronic control him. Try to pass to Diaz, but Diaz can't quite get the touches he wants this game. Could get a redirect. Can it be in? No, it can't. Another touch to the left. Here comes Juicy, but no. It is saved out. Will it go to overtime? I think it will. Of course it will. We have that overtime in game 3. It's very even overtime. Kickoff there. Tries to get a 50-50. And here we do go for a Tao. Tao with a reset. Let's go again then. Another touch there. Can it be in? No, it can't. And it does go wide once again for Diaz. You see Spacestation winning this. I believe that the likeliness was about 33-67. So obviously there is a not only preparation but a more biased approach on Karmine Corp winning on this day. The Reveal getting some strong 50-50s, as some people do say. It's been to the gym with those 50-50s, but it's all consistency. Some of these players hit one good play, two good play, but in this top level, top flight of Rocket League, you've got to be hitting it every time, especially if you want to be getting those wins. Another 50 there, Juicy. Try to do this way upfield. Vatira could be in, gets a double, no he can't, and what a save there. And Juicy clutched out last second, another chance here. Another chance, but no, Karmine Corp this time. Showing the brilliance in saving, and another save. A Tao Juicy. Brick walls. Unbelievable. And bouncing out, booming out now. And now forces a counter-attack. Another chance here for Karmine Corp now. Another touch here. And Juicy could be there. Can he be so? No, he can't. Just flick it over. Can he do so once again? He's got a bump, but no. Saved again in Karmine Corp. The amount of saves this game must be ridiculous. Another shot there. And another flick again here. It's a 50-50, just goes wide. Another shot again. Could get another shot there, but no, it's not in. Another 50-50. Can it be in? But no, I don't. Honestly, guys, I feel like it's illegal how many saves Karmine Corp's got here. There's no way they've got this many. And almost forces a goal. If Karmine Corp win this game, this could have been one of their best games ever. The clutch level is ridiculous. I've said it once. High impact. High performance plays. And the highlight reel will definitely be jam-packed. And you could say quantity or quality for this match, but I think both are sort of being filled generously. Another pass out once again. Good another touch there. Who do you think is going to win, chat? Do let us know. Another shot there, but no, saved again. And Karmine Corp now trying to shift it more for the defence to the opposition. It's in! And that can't get much better than that. Karmine Corp go for the wall to air dribble, not wall to air dribble, ground to air dribble, off the backboard, straight down, open net. And I believe it was juicy for the winner. But Karmine Corp with one of their best games that I've probably ever seen. You don't get much better than that when it comes to that defense. And then the way that they just shift that momentum to offense and counter attack at the end. Bloody hell, guys. I mean, how many saves? 18 saves in one game. 18 saves across 3 people. And that's just one game. That's just one game. Sometimes you see 18 saves across 3, 4 games, maybe. For one game, the demo's there. And any Rocket League questions that you do have, RLCS questions, I will be answering it. Any relevant questions to the stream? Another shot there, and Vatira did finish it. That was my bad. Juicy obviously playing that third man nicely. Vatira right there. It's almost like Vatira's instincts told him to do so. We'll just go to a minute break while I do believe there will be a little break just while we do wait on the next players to play. Oh, here we do go. Did just restart. But who will win? Who's better, Vatira or Drali? Says someone in the chat. Good question. Well, Vatira did just get the winner here, and Drali is not present in this game. But as of right now, we're trying to focus on this game. But Vatira definitely playing very consistently. He's got the longevity on his side, but obviously Drali, one with the World Championships, so very even approach. But obviously, as well, Drali playing in the MENA region, so obviously you could say that Vatira has more competition and more achievements to his side, but he's looking to add another achievement here, as a win here will cement the Copenhagen Kickoff Weekend Gauntlet champions. And maybe having some criticism towards my appearance today, and I will say I'm very confident in this. Up the Albion, and Vatira will be upping the Karmine. It's Karmine finding there first, and straight in there, nice and fluid, nice and smooth. That's what you like to see. Keeping that momentum, that flow in good spirits. And Chronic straight to 1-1 there. And if you were to compare this to a football sort of match, you could say that Karmine Corp are a bit like your Man City, a bit like your Arsenal, and Spacestation definitely up there, but I'd probably brand them more as potentially a Chelsea. It's obviously not quite the top flight, but are capable of pretty much winning stuff and getting the odd championship here and there. Who was in the other semis? Good question. I believe the semi-finals I was watching just now was... Actually, I just realised this is the semi-finals, isn't it? Whoops. Yeah, I do apologise about that, chat. But in the other semis, it was Shopify Rebellion. And it was... Oh, another goal by Vatira there. It was definitely Shopify Rebellion versus, I believe, Redacted. But yeah, this is the semi-finals. I don't know why I didn't say that earlier. The finals will be after this. Good to see. Reveal, trying to go again there. 50-50. Not quite so. Another 50-50 there. The 2-1 still for the Corp. Right, just make sure it is in real time. It is so. 2-1. As it continues, gets a reset there, just wide. But yeah, you could say this match is a bit like... Well, in current form, I'd say Arsenal versus Chelsea. So very exciting matchup here. Very back and forth matchup, you could say. Here we do go again with Tauku and pressure. Vatira go for a double there. Oh, just wide. Diaz going again here. Can get a 50-50. Yes, he can. The reset. Can't quite find the net. Another touch there. Could go down just like last game. Obviously, Atal did force that backboard high 50 into low, and then obviously Vatira finishes it off. A double fake there from Juicy, and definitely squeezing out some fakes and 50s where possible. And let us know who you think's gonna win, chat. Who's your favourite player? And anything else you may want to add about this series. It's always good to know your inputs too. But my input right now is that Karmine Corp, they're in a good position. But obviously they've got to keep focused. They've got to keep momentum going. If they do relax, then I'm imagining that Spacestation will definitely come back the first chance they get. Chronic on the wall here. Let's get hard challenged by Atal, and last 10 seconds here. It's do or die time. What can they do with it? Space Station. Can they fight for the glory? And it might just be down. It is, and Karmine Corp are on match point. My favourite player of all time is apparently Jack. What is your reasoning? Literally Jack. It's always good to have a little bit of knowledge of people's reasons. Obviously respect them, but I'd say apparently Jack is probably one of my favourite players. He's very open. He is very... Well, I'd say he's nice, but like sometimes he is a bit like the... He can get a little bit annoying sometimes, though. Depends on what day, but... Apparently Jack's definitely a role model towards the esport. Definitely does take it seriously. Just to play enough and calm enough. So I'd definitely put him up there. And in case you're just joining, we are watching the Kickoff weekend semi-finals. Obviously, I thought this was the finals for some reason, because I was a little bit half asleep earlier. But regardless, this is live right now, and the finals is to be shown after this. The winner of this will be shown in the grand finals. Who wants me to stream the grand finals, chat? Do put one in the chat if you want me to stream the grand finals straight after this.
No.
Is that a yes? Is that a yes, guys? Irons.
No.
So I think you guys want me to see it.
You're not. First time we're trying to watch.
And we've got 50 seconds or so just while there is a small timeout likely for
Thank you.
the space station. Looking to re-rocket themselves.
They don't.
Get in those chambers to ready themselves up. I don't know if you guys have ever seen those like space documentaries or definitely space training where they have to go in those cylinders that spin them around. It's very looks very overwhelming, I must say. But I don't think you quite have that if you're a Rocket League player, but you definitely will need some grit, determination, resilience, and ability to stay calm in these high pressure situations. Obviously Karmine Corp, they've already got momentum, they're probably chilling, but Space Station, got to put it out of the bag now. And Christmas coming up soon. We need to deliver some exciting plays. We've got some insight. Apparently Jack here is humble, quite a nice guy, good IQ, always improving, and he's quite down to earth. That's what he liked about a professional player, whether in traditional sports or the esports. And yeah, you definitely want a role model, someone you can look up at. Definitely a lot of footballers, like in football I quite look up to the player Danny Welbeck. Obviously had a lot of experience in Watford, Arsenal, Man United and now Brighton. Definitely one of my home teams. Well, it's good to see just on the post there. But indeed, having a team with a good ethic and a very consistent approach and a very positive mentality. The willingness to improve and be able to bounce back. It's very, very strong leadership and team qualities. Love to see it. But will Karmine Corp be able to follow through with yet another win, or will Space Station find something? They have shown that they are good in defense, so I do feel like they are definitely going to force this game as much as they can. But will it be enough? That is the big question mark that does ring in the back of my mind, and maybe your minds as well. Will it be enough? Another bump there. Could get a shot there. It's in! If Mr. Reveal had not have saved it. And a few bumps here and there, and Karmine Corp. Karmine cringe, some could say, with all the demos they're getting. Especially some people who do play Rocket League. Definitely do get a little bit emotional when they are bumped. Definitely not some people in my lobbies sort of just leaving immediately when they get bumped by their teammate or opponent sometimes. So definitely a game breaker sometimes, the bumping aspect, but Fatira bumping that ball top corner and the fluidity, the cleanness, and just mops up play after play. Definitely looking to get his paycheck today. Tries to go for another bump there, and the Karmine are all for it now, but look like they almost faked each other. But they are obviously in communication, so very likely a set piece. But obviously if that was in solo queue, very likely would have not gone that sort of way, but it's going Karmine's way now. Kometo probably watching from the sidelines, punching the air in a positive way right now. And some of these camera angles from the cameramen just capturing some of that passion, that aggression, as Karmine live the 2-0 addition in this game. A few fakes there, and a few plays where Karmine Corp, you think like the fakes and the misses, and the maybe not usual plays occurring would maybe not benefit their gameplay, but especially with these set pieces could just all be part of the plan. Another pass there. Could be a chance to seal the deal. Can they do it? No, they can't. It just goes wide again. A mission best commentator all time. I'd say right now that we've got a lot of RLCS. Very experienced commentators. And obviously you've got to break it to them. They've been doing it for years and definitely got a few more years yet till I can definitely be able to add some great experience and be able to note personal achievements. But for now, we're just going to appreciate the effort these people are putting in. We're going to create this into a lovely big story to you, but definitely Karmine looking to tell the story of a win, but maybe not a easy win, as Spacestation obviously fighting back. They have got one goal, but it's not over yet. 38 seconds left on the clock, and Spacestation, we have to see play after play by them. And hard cheating there, giving no space for Karmine. And Chronic's missed! Can it be a goal for Karmine? It's a chance here, but no. They do still hold out, and Spacestation have to be throwing themselves at the ball here if they want to try and win this. It's all action stations. 18 seconds now. Can they do it? A few fakes here and there. Diaz looks a bit awkward. Could it be yet again another open net? But no, pinches it out. 10 seconds now. What can Spacestation do? Gets a shot. Another shot there. The weak touch. 50-50, but no, goes wide. Oh my days. Can it be in? Last second. They need to keep it up. The ball touches ground. The game finishes. They're keeping it up. What can they do? Will it be down? It will be. Karmine Corp are your grand finalists of the Kickoff Gauntlet in Copenhagen. What an incredible performance we've had today. But exhilarating, incredible, confident, all these words that have been mentioned is understatement. It is an understatement. And good effort from the Spacestation guys. But Karmine, they had that momentum, and whatever defense Spacestation mustered up was just not enough on the day. But gotta appreciate them. They're gonna keep grinding, I hope. And Karmine Corp looking to get yet another win. They've already made the grand finals. The last push for them. And well done, Spacestation, once again. We'll be back for the grand finals, very likely. But if not, it will be between Karmine and it will be between Shopify Rebellion. From what I know, obviously the roster of First Killer and LJ, and I believe Kofir. Obviously, Shopify is normally a team that is maybe not quite the highest level team in previous years, but now their chance, one of their first ever LANs, I believe it is their second LAN actually, since they did form in 2021.
That's right, the inevitable, the blue wall ends up in the grand
and
finals.
Here we do go
Congratulations on the win, Vatira.
Thank you, appreciate it.
It was the first killer
Did he
potentially.
just swear?
We'll find out about that
Or did he
storyline
just
in a
say-
bit.
I
First
think he
off,
just said- I
I
think
want
he
to
said
talk about
appreciate.
North America. The whole story right now is that North America is playing very well. They had 3 representatives going into the top 4 here. You guys finally push your way through to the grand finals. How do we feel about the region as a whole now that you finally played Spacestation?
I think they're a good region. To be honest, I thought Spacestation were going to be better, honestly. But yeah, I think Shopify is a really great team. I like Violent Panda. I think he's a great coach. So I think
I know, I thought there was a bit of profanity.
Play good.
A lot of people had
Sorry, guys,
Space
I'll
Station
turn
as
this down a little
potentially
bit.
that top team. Now, I guess, would you power rank?
I thought there was going to be a little bit of profanity being shared there at the start, but I do believe of his French accent that it probably did mean appreciated. There is no reason why it would be used, but obviously, yeah, just going to interview here, obviously Vatira, one of the top MVPs, and been at Karmine Corp for his 4th year now, 4th year, and going into 5th year soon. Thank you for the 4,300 likes as well, chat. We do appreciate it.
Were you there for that? Like, you were ready for that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there was one guy in defense, so I have to follow my teammate, you know.
Yeah, you're right.
And 3 minutes and 37 into that overtime. Just seeing another perspective on it.
Looking to the next match. You just talked about Shopify.
And yeah, definitely was not an easy performance for Karmine Corp. Despite winning 4-1, definitely could get pushed to a few overtimes here and there. I think obviously Spacestation did just crumble a little bit towards the end, but let's watch what they have to say.
Yeah, we are gonna play your best, and I hope we win.
Hey, you know what? That's all you got to do. Focus on your team. Focus on your game. Good luck in the grand finals, Vatira.
Thank you, thank you.
And going to the grand finals. Well done once again for Vatira and his team. But will be a few minutes until that. But thank you for watching, chat. And let us know who you think is going to win in the grand finals. Do let us know in the comments. And thank you for watching.